All of you are straight here.
स्ट्रेट में बोलो, लेफ्ट राइट
सेंटर सेंटर
सेंटर
सर आपके लेफ्ट में एक बार हाँ?
रोल 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 रोल
रोल सर रोल
राइट
सर यहाँ पे सब लोग
राइट
हाथ
सॉरी सॉरी
सर सेंटर
मैम सेंटर किरण मैम समोर
चलो
किरण मैम कौन है थैंक यू किरण जी किरण जी अरे भाई इतना आगे क्यों जा रहे हो मैडम किरण जी मैडम राइट मैडम राइट मैडम इधर मैडम इधर किरण मैडम
with Star. We at MAMI are an academy, as you know. And this year we resolved that as an academy, we wanted to work in all the areas that we've started work, we wanted to go deeper. And we wanted to build and strengthen all the programs that we've started for the past 2 years. So this year, we are also not just going to talk about the festival that you're going to be with us for from 12th to 18th of October. We're also going to tell you a little bit about what's happened through the year, because our engagement this year has been year-round. In order to shape and mold and change the cinema landscape in the city, we realized that it was important to not just, sort of pop up for that 1 week in the year, but actually have a conversation with our audience for the rest of the year as well. And this year we started the ambitious year-round program. It's something that we are very, very proud of. And we've had 24 screenings, masterclasses, in-depth conversations, workshops, 24 such events since the 1st of February. They've been a resounding success. Mumbai has turned up in numbers, and we've always had packed halls and very memorable conversations to take home. As part of the year-round engagement, we've also decided that some of the verticals that we started during the year at MAMI, we wanted to actually take out of the festival and do them again with a lot more focus and a lot more attention before the festival. This year, we brought the Word to Screen market, which last year was part of the festival. We had it actually last month on the 24th of August. And it is a market that brings together publishers, the publishing industry, and the content creating industry. And it was in this very hall on the 24th of August, and I don't know how many of you were there, but it was an incredibly vibrant, robust discussion between the publishing industry and filmmakers and film producers. And we hope that this kind of event will really lead to the quality of cinema changing over the years. Another vertical that we moved out was the screenwriting workshop that we have for young adults, well, sort of teenagers, which again we are now doing before the festival. We are also having the Young Critics workshop before the festival. We've had 2 sessions before the festival already with the Young Critics, and this year we actually opened it up to anyone from across the country to apply to be part of the Young Critics workshop for young people anywhere in the country who are interested to write on cinema. And we actually tried to get them here to be part of the workshop. We also had a workshop for younger children because, as you know, we are very committed to introducing younger children to better cinema. We had a workshop which was conducted by Shivendra Singh Dungarpur and his team called Do You Speak Cinema? The idea being to introduce children to the language of cinema and different ways of seeing. So these were just some of the things that we've been focusing on through the year to give you a sense of what Mami as an academy has been doing. And we hope to further this work through the coming years. But I know everyone is here to sort of get the lowdown on what we have in store for you this year at the 19th Geomami Mumbai Film Festival with Star. And I won't take any more time and maybe, oh yeah, we also have the movie Mela before the festival this year. Please put it down in your calendars. 7th of October will be the movie Mela. And so that we don't have to compete with movie, the festival doesn't have to compete with the movie Mela, which is always such a success. So it's on the 7th of October this year. So without further ado, please watch what we have in store this year.
Who make it possible. You have no idea how much it takes to put together a festival, and we need everyone to come in this together and help us build it. And these are all the wonderful people. But before anything else, I want to just give a big shout out to Smriti Kiran and the team that have got these 220 films. Okay? There are curators all over this room, right there in that row, right there, these amazing people who have brought these films together. So, without further ado, first of all to the government of Maharashtra, Kaustubh Davse. He makes it all happen at the Mantralaya for us. Of course, to Jio, our wonderful title sponsor, Kaushik Roy, and Star, Gayatri Yadav, Sohini Chaudhary, Nakul Santpurkar. People, you get to see 200 movies without paying for each one of them. Imagine, that's only because these amazing partners are underwriting this entire exercise. Then there is Turkish Airlines. They have already been with us for a few years. Ibrahim Haki Gunte and Minaz Mistry, we are really, thank you. Thank you so much. PVR Cinemas, Mr. Bijli. Okay, we could not do this if they did not come forward and give us their amazing theaters. So, Ajay, thank you. Royal Stag Barrel Select Large Short Films, who have enabled us to have a really wonderful short film vertical. JW Marriott, Pavitran Nambiar, big shout out. He's amazing. Okay, I don't know if I've told you this story before, but I tell everyone I know that 4 years or 3 years ago, I called Pav. I didn't know him at all. I called him on a Sunday afternoon, which should not happen. And I said to him, Pav, you don't know me. I have no money, but this is what I can offer you. And it was so ridiculously low that he started out laughing. He just burst out laughing, okay? And he still made it work. He still made it work. So thank you. Thank you. Cube Wire, Ketan Mehta, Sharmila Vasudevan, who are doing all the security on the tech checks, sorry, who are there to do all the tech checks, make sure our films look great. Shandon, who will keep you all in high spirits. Sophia Sinha, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. This is a press conference with champagne, my friends. There is Unifrance, Institut Français, and the Embassy of France in India. Thank you for being our partners. Oxfam, Solomon & Solomon, our legal partners. Aaron Solomon, Komal Solomon. Thank you.
To your left extreme, yeah. Very nice introduction of the Mumbai Film Festival. Exactly, Mumbai Film Festival, it has been on its roller coaster, I mean to say, its journey, and it has been just bringing a lot of cinemas from around the world, from different cultures, from different views and all that. So, although you explain more of everything, what is being included this time, but something more is there, which means remains.
No, I think I covered everything. The festival, as you now see from the film, will have some, and your press dockets have many, many more details. We have 232 films from 49 countries, 51 languages, including some of them that I'm ashamed to say I didn't know existed. There's the last page, no? Oh, anyway. Yes, so your docket has a lot of the details, but some very, very exciting titles this year. We will continue with our sections the way they were the last year, which were After Dark, Half Ticket, the Discovering India, Rendezvous. So the sections will remain there. It's the standalone couple of events that we used to do, like Mela and Word to Screen and the screenwriting workshop that we have brought before the festival. But the festival, so that we give people that week to just soak in cinema and conversations and, you know, Q&As with directors, master classes and things like that. It's going to be a rich spread for cinema lovers. Who wants to ask one? Sir, your mic is not working.
Hello, good evening. This is for Kiran Rao. I'd like to ask you that what is the biggest challenge for you in this festival?
You know, we've been asked this a couple of times, and I think because our goalposts have kept changing, our challenges have also kept changing. In the first year, it was the money. Then we got the money. Now it's what we want to do, and we keep wanting to do more and, you know, wanting to strengthen and grow the sort of cinema ecosystem in our city. I think for us, the challenge will always remain, how do we cover as much of Mumbai as we can, get as many people exposed to the kind of cinema that we are bringing to the city. Thanks to PVR and thanks to you know, partners across the city, we have expanded since the 4 or 5 years ago. We are now in, I think, 22 venues, 22 cinemas, sorry. 19 screens across the city. And I think the big challenge for us is always, how do we reach the audience for our kind of cinema everywhere in the city? How do we tell them that we are coming? And that's really where all of you in the press come in. How do we make people aware that this festival is there at a very nominal cost for people to enjoy the best cinema from around the world? So really, for us, it's our challenge is always, how do we reach our audience all over the city?
And Kiran ji, ये जो चेंजेस करती हैं आप, पिछले साल के इवेंट से इस साल के इवेंट के बीच में क्या क्या चेंजेस लाई हैं आप, एंड आप कैसे सिलेक्शन करते हो, चेंजेस कैसे लाते हो मिलजुल के, कैसे उनमें सुधार लाया जाता है?
एक्चुअली चेंजेस वी सिट, हम सब बोर्ड में बैठते हैं, हमारी जो कोर टीम है, मैं, किरण और स्मृति और जो हमारी मामी की टीम है, उसके साथ हम बैठ के मतलब डिसाइड करते हैं कि इस साल क्या करना है एंड हाउ डू वी डू इट. और अगर जब बहुत बड़े चेंजेस हैं, वी ब्रिंग इट अप टू द बोर्ड एंड वी टॉक टू देम. एंड द जो फिल्म सिलेक्शन है वो क्यूरेटर्स करते हैं. सो वी हैव एन एंटायर टीम ऑफ पीपल जो पूरे साल पिक्चरें देख रहे हैं और फेस्टिवल्स में जा रहे हैं, और वो फिर सेलेक्ट करते हैं. और हर टीम में एक ऑड नंबर होता है, क्योंकि फिल्मों पे तो लड़ाइयाँ बहुत होती हैं, क्योंकि किसी को जो पसंद है वो किसी को तो डेफिनेटली नहीं पसंद होगा. तो हर फिल्म की एक रिपोर्ट लिखी जाती है, हर फिल्म का एक ग्रेड दी जाती है. और जब बहुत ही घमासान लड़ाई होती है, फिर स्मृति जी उसको मतलब वो अंपायरिंग करती हैं और फाइनल डिसीजन देन वो लेती हैं कि कौन सी फिल्म कहाँ पर जाएगी.
ये बनाई फिल्में आप लेकर आती हैं, पब्लिक हमारे लिए अच्छी बात है वो, लेकिन इसमें फ़ायदा किसको होगा? मतलब जो ब्रेक लेना चाहते हैं, जो कलाकार आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, किन के लिए ज़्यादा फ़ायदेमंद है ये?
जी, फिल्मों का फ़ायदा मुझे लगता है सबको होता है, बिकॉज मेरा ये मानना है कि good films make us into better people. So I think कि अगर आप एक अच्छी फिल्म देखेंगे, आपका जो सोचने का नज़रिया है वो ही बदल जाएगा. And I think कि in today's world, when there are so many walls और इतने divisions हैं, films can really be a bridge between cultures. और of course the festival wants to be कि हम एक platform बने जहाँ पर new talent and new filmmakers and get a voice. और उनकी फिल्में जो शायद मार्केट में नहीं आ सकती हैं क्योंकि उतने पैसे नहीं हैं, हम उनको एक प्लेटफॉर्म दें.
Hello. What can Bollywood expect from this festival this year? It's for Kiran Rao.
Sir, Bollywood as an industry क्या expect कर सकते हैं?
Film industry can
देखिए इंडस्ट्री के जो लोग जिनको फिल्में पसंद हैं वो सब आते हैं देखने. एक्चुअली आप देखने आए तो सारे फिल्म मेकर्स डेलीगेट बैज लेके घूमते हुए आते हैं. आई कंसिडर ऑल फिल्म मेकर्स इन आवर सिटी पार्ट ऑफ द फिल्म इंडस्ट्री. तो वो लोग बड़े सपोर्टर्स हैं फेस्टिवल के. इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ऑडियंस ऑफ बॉलीवुड और बॉलीवुड पीपल हु लाइक टू वॉच बॉलीवुड, I think they can expect quality cinema from all over the country and all over the world. आप अगर इंडियन फिल्म्स ही देखने जाएं तो आपको कितने इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस की फिल्में देखने मिलेंगी, वही एक एक थाली जैसे हो जाता है ऑडियंस के लिए. तो आप कोंकणी में एक फिल्म देख सकते हैं, ये अपने व्हाट इज दैट अदर लैंग्वेज, ब्रिज में एक फिल्म देख सकते हैं. तो लैंग्वेजेस अलग, नए लैंग्वेजेस इंडिया में ही आपको इतनी फिल्में देखने को मिलेंगी इंडिया की. और इंडस्ट्री वालों को हम ऑब्वियसली बुलाते ही हैं. वो होपफुली हमारे फिल्म्स देखने आएंगे, हमारे ओपनिंग पे, हमारे सारे इवेंट्स पे आएंगे. तो उनके लिए तो ऑलवेज वी वांट देयर सपोर्ट एंड देयर एनकरेजमेंट अ लॉट, बिकॉज हमारा जो काम है वो एक्चुअली पूरे इंडस्ट्री के लिए भी है. We want to be able to be useful to the industry that's making films in this country. We want to bring better conversations and more nuanced conversations about cinema to the filmmakers as well, to filmmakers, to people from the industry. तो वो expect कर ही सकते हैं हमसे.
Hi, Ankur from HuffPost. Question for Anupama, Anurag and Kiran. I just wanted to understand, the opening film is Anurag's Mukkabaz. So when there is a filmmaker who's so closely involved with the festival and serves on the board and the jury.
मैंने बोला नेपोटिज्म का सवाल तो आएगा अनुराग, हमें प्रेप करो.
So does that lead to any discussions or conflict of interest, or how do you just maintain objectivity and distance while sort of evaluating work of someone you know very personally and who's sort of championed the festival?
No, it's a very valid question. And I think for us, the beauty is that of course we know Anurag very closely, and of course he's been involved and a great supporter of the festival. But I also know that if we saw the film and said that it did not work for us, there would be no issue at all. So the fact that he is somebody we know and work closely with, honestly, did not compel us in any way. We watched the film and we liked the film. And we thought that it would be a fine opening.
I think you should tell them the story. So it was like Mukkabaz. Smriti said, "I want to see Mukkabaz." I think Smriti heard about Mukkabaz from Deepti or someone. So she said, I said, "Why do you want to see that film?" He said, "She wants to see the film." She came and saw the film. 2 days later, she calls me, "Give me the film." I said, "For what?" She said, "For mommy." I said, "Kahan dikhaoge mommy meri film?" I think we have a releasing, and it was like that. I said, "Mami, मैं कहाँ में India Gold में मैं qualify नहीं करता, मैं इधर qualify नहीं करता, कहाँ मेरी film दिखाओगे? Do you want to do a secret screening or what?" And then suddenly, much later, I think all of them saw the film, and then she called me. She says, "We want to make it an opening film." I said, "I have to ask my producer first." Which is Anand L. Rai. Because in India, there's also, because being a film within the mainstream, it also conflicts with a lot of other things. Then everybody was on board, and so they announced the film. And for me, it's a moment of pride. I was very happy that my film has never played at Mami. So,
there are like other...
My film has never played at Mami. So for me, it was a moment of pride. And to premiere at Mami, I lost the big Asian premiere at Busan. And for me, that was a choice that I made, which is a very big thing.
Kiran ma'am, first of all, congratulations for Mami. And my question is for Siddharth sir, Kiran ma'am, and Anurag sir. Basically, you belong to the same fraternity. So do you think that Priyanka Chopra, which recently, spoke about Sikkim being troubled by insurgency in Toronto Film Festival, do you think she got trolled and slammed for it? So do you think that an actor should be responsible, and is it all right for her to be, get troubled and trolled about it?
I'm sorry, but we'll just answer questions related to Mami right now. And most of the people are not aware of this particular thing. So really sorry, but there are no comments on this.
All right. Continuing with this, do you think sexism exists in Bollywood? Your take on that, I suppose. But we are aware of this now.
There's no sexism in Mami. That's for sure.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Nikita. I'm from Free Press Journal. You talked about various films from various countries being shown in Mami. In India, we always look down upon arts, and parents are not very encouraging when it comes to arts. When you are interacting with filmmakers from all around the world, is their experience still the same, and is India improving their image or their mindset about arts and are encouraging their kids to go in? A two-part question, please. Kiran ma'am, if you could answer the question, please.
Yeah. Well, our interaction, different cinema cultures across the world have been different, and they've been used by people differently. So, there will be places in which, other places other than India, where there'll be families saying, don't go to the film industry, it's not a good industry to be part of. And there are countries with long histories of being, of art and culture where, theatre, music, dance, cinema are very, very prestigious. And they're very proud to call themselves artists. We as filmmakers are proud to call ourselves artists as well. And so we also, believe that even in our country, it has become much more acceptable, but film also has to be given in, I suppose we must deserve it. There's not enough good film maybe for us to, call ourselves artists across the board. But, in India, we hope that people look at cinema as another form of art, and people come forward not just to look at it as glamour and money, but also to look at it as an art form, as something that can enrich people's lives, that can really spark ideas and conversations. And within the country, I'm sure there are a lot more people thinking that this is possible. I mean, as a country, we've had cinema as long as cinema has existed. And to still have a stigma about the film industry is sad. I mean, I'm sure it exists in places. And we'll battle it. There are a lot more of us there now, who've watched the kind of films that we've watched, who make the kinds of films that we make. So it's slow, but I think it's growing. So I don't really know about the rest of the world. I think it's changing in India. Your second question was?
It was that, about the rest of the world. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pia from India. Okay. Hi, Pia from India Today Television. Congratulations, it's an amazing lineup of films. But one thing that we actually look forward to is the movie Mela. So can you give us more information about it, the lineups, and what can we expect this year?
Thank you for being excited about the movie Mela. I just want to shout out to Kaushik from Jio, who has just joined us. Thank you. Yeah, please join us on stage. Yeah. Hello. So, thank you for asking about the Mela. And in fact, this was very timely, because the movie Mela was actually Kaushik's idea. You remember that? So, I would love to share the programming thing with you, but right now it's still too early. Picture abhi baki hai. We are just putting it together, but it's on the 7th of October. So like Kiran mentioned earlier, what we found was over the last 2 years that there was too much struggle with trying to see sort of 4 films a day and go to the Mela, which was an entire day's worth of programming. So we brought the Mela up, and it'll happen on the weekend just before the festival begins as a sort of curtain raiser to the festival. So just keep watching out, but remember to tell everyone it's October 7th.
Anupama,
thank you.
I have a question for you and one from Kiran Rao. The question to you is, you know, every year Mami is becoming better, bigger all the time. And thanks for reviving the festival which was on the verge of closure. And the question is, we need lot of audience, and there are more than the lot of audience to watch Mami film. So are you also planning to tie up with the big single screen theaters so that in addition to the multiplex, so that more people will not be disappointed by not getting a seat?
Well, you know, we do already, our opening is at Liberty, and all the films are going to play at Regal, which is a 1,000-seater. And in this part of the city, the northern part of Mumbai, our films will show at PVR. You know, we also do have budgetary constraints, so as much as we would like to have many, many more screens, right now we can't expand. We've expanded to where we can go, and this year for the first time we'll have a screen in Thane. Hopefully next year we'll have a screen in Vashi. So I agree with you, Jyoti. We need to have more screens and so more people. I have been in theaters where there is people who have lined up for 2 hours to see a film. You know, they're actually just sitting down because they can't stand anymore. So we need more screens, we need more theaters, we also need more money.
Are you also trying to tap Chandan this time? Because the first year Chandan was, a lot of times people are disappointed with the booking by the Book My Show. Because the moment you get up in the morning, 3 o'clock and book, then also you can pull. So what are you planning to do this?
Yeah, this is a big struggle for us. We have to admit that it's been a big struggle. We took the challenge of moving digital instead of making registration a physical thing where you have to go somewhere yourself, stand and get it done. And the booking was done to actually facilitate your movie watching experience, to make it easier so that you actually can, plan your day and, work accordingly long in advance. But it has given trouble from time to time. It's sort of a software that we have slowly improved on. And I think Smriti has given it a lot of work this year personally. And we are hoping this year that it will not give us any trouble and that you won't.
Kumar and Tinaz are here from Book My Show. This time it's going to be rocking. They're sitting right next to you. These are the people responsible.
Right next to him. No, the thing is, it's also a very complex thing. You have to remember that what ends up happening, I mean, for any software to handle is difficult because there are 10,000 delegates and almost everybody wants to watch that particular film at that time in that cinema. You'll always everyone wants to watch that 6 p.m. show in
There is
PVR
also this
Icon.
enthusiasm of the film lovers who just book every film in advance, hoping ticket can na. That's a big problem.
In fact,
I've seen a lot of people, you go, it's booked, it's fully packed, nothing available. You go in, there might be a seat available because they went to a conflicting movie. So they booked 2 movies simultaneously.
In fact, one of the things we had discussed with Book My Show was kind of maybe, if you don't show up to a movie once or twice or thrice, to debar you from watching, because people, like he said, just keep on booking. And then what happens is you go there and you see, there are so many seats in the hall because, last minute people don't turn up. Also the facility to be able to, because that happens in Berlin. If you don't show up at the cinema, in all festivals it happens, if you don't show up, you cannot get to see the film again. So if I've missed say Lobster...
They stopped registering. If thrice in a row...
No, but even for one film, so if I've booked for Lobster and not gone, then next time I can't see Lobster. I can't see it in any other cinema. Your viewing of Lobster, so we have to work on that. And this is entirely a homegrown system. These guys have built it ground up. So we've really refined it over the last few years, and hopefully you'll have a good experience this year. Fingers crossed.
But otherwise, we are giving out personal numbers of Kumar, Tinaz and everybody. You know who to catch if Book My Show doesn't work this year.
किरण जी,
Hi everyone.
दिस इज विराज फ्रॉम IBN लोकमत। हर साल हम देखते हैं कि मूवी मेला में एक किसी बॉलीवुड फिल्म का रीयूनियन होता है। अभी तक आपने वो फिल्म शॉर्टलिस्ट कर ली है क्या? ये मेरा पहला सवाल है। और दूसरा कि इंडियन पैनोरामा में काफ़ी हिंदी फिल्में भी है जो साल भर चर्चा में रही है। एंग्री इंडियन मॉडेसिस थी, हरामखोर थी, उसके बाद ऐसी अब मुक्केबाज भी इस साल होगी। या इसके अलावा रीजनल फिल्म्स में जो इंडियन पैनोरामा में ऐसी कौन सी फिल्म है या कितनी फिल्में हैं जो सिलेक्ट की गई है जो इस साल मामी फेस्टिवल में सेंटर ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होगी, उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएं।
मेला के रियूनियन में अभी आपको नहीं बता सकती, बट काम जारी है, कोशिश जारी है। अभी शॉर्टली वी विल डिक्लेयर इट। और जो आप पूछ रहे हैं कि इंडियन फिल्म्स कौन सी हमने सेलेक्ट की हैं?
एंड रीजनल
फिल्म्स तो बहुत हैं। ऑल एक्चुअली अगर आप
यहाँ पे एसएमईज में है विलेज रॉक स्टार्स, और चोकरी लैंग्वेज में अप डाउन एंड साइडवेज, उसका नाम है खोक की पालू। फिर नेपाली में है रलंग रोड, कोंकणी में है जूज, और ब्रिज भाषा में अश्वत्थामा।
थैंक यू।
Hi Kiran ma'am and the team here. My name is Aditya. I'm from the Bollywood Weekly podcast. I want to ask a broader question in terms of the industry. Typically, when audiences look at films, there's a big divide between what is considered a festival film or an indie film versus mainstream commercial cinema, especially in terms of box office. And what happens a lot of times is you'll see films in festivals which get great reviews, and when they release theatrically later, they struggle. So do you see this changing, and how do you foresee kind of Mami's role in helping that transition or shift happen?
I think this is also, if we take it out of the Indian context, I think this exists pretty much everywhere in the world. So-called artistic or non-mainstream cinema generally tends to go to specialty cinemas and doesn't play as broadly sometimes as, say, a Marvel film or any of the others. In India, that's the case as well, because indie films have to fight the battle of the big ticket films, fight the battle with big ticket films. And it's an expensive battle, and not very many can get into it. So Mami really would like to fill that gap. I mean, we want to be the people. In fact, 3 years ago when we started, that was the first conversation we had, was how do we actually get Indian films that are not very much within the prescribed formulaic, structure of filmmaking, how do we get them to our audiences? How do we make them more accessible? And one is, of course, we made it very clear that we would be the gateway to Indian cinema, and we are very, very proud to bring really well-curated, good films in our Indian section, and really want to give our Indian section as much importance as all these big world cinema titles that come. And of course, you will get to speak with filmmakers and all that during the festival. Apart from that, we, through the year, have been having screenings with of filmmakers' films. For instance, Lady of the Lake was one of the screenings we had of a film that had been part of our market the previous year. Trapped, Mukti Bhavan, films that otherwise probably wouldn't get a wide release. Now, that's something, unfortunately, not just small films, big films also face. We, for a country of our size, have too few cinemas. We just don't have enough for the density of population. And then within that, for a smaller film to get cinemas is even harder. The other thing we really want to do is something that we'll be announcing during the festival, which is to bolster distribution of independent cinema, which we feel is a big gap in our country. We've never had, for instance, our films, for our films to even travel to international festivals, filmmakers themselves have to spend the money both to apply and to travel. And there isn't a developed system of distribution and exhibition of course, but distribution of Indian independent films, both in India and abroad. So we're hoping we've got something that we've been working on, which we'll announce during the festival. But these are the things that we feel as an academy we can do. Of course, ideally, we would just like people to be more open to watching the kinds of films that you're talking about. The films with the laurel wreaths, which people get worried are boring. We want to change that perception. We want people to say, wow, okay, this film's been at Sundance, it's been at Mami, it must be a good film, let's go see it. So, so yeah, it's a slow process. I mean, I think for the younger generation, folks under 30, under 35, they're anyway consuming a lot of this kind of cinema on digital and other ways.
What it also does, and I'll speak from personal experience, what festivals do to many a times to a film is it gives them visibility that it sometimes very sorely needs. Like for our movies like Haramkhor and Peddlers, which never came out here, got visibility because of Mami. Haramkhor eventually got released, got picked up by Netflix. You know, a lot of films, whereas the indie cinema versus the mainstream cinema, what so-called commercial cinema, that divide is across the world. That divide is across the world. But a lot of indie films come to the festivals. You see a lot of Sundance movie actually go straight to digital. All of them don't get a release. But it draws attention. For example, Fandry was at Mami before it went to Berlin. And it traveled. And a film, when it shows at a home festival, it is eligible for world premiere at all the festivals. Big festivals will still pick them up. So Mami gives that eligibility to Indian films. And also, there's a lot of programmers, buyers, agents, salespeople who attend Mami. And they, if you see them, they will actually be going and watching films at India Gold more than international movies. Because they're literally coming here to pick the Indian films. It really is a big help. And I've benefited a lot from it. So I can speak from personal experience. It really helps. Whereas, yes, sometimes films struggle for a theatrical release in India because then you're dealing with a different mindset. But if once at Mami, the film gains so much traction that you will get that door leg into the distributors or the any kind of a presenter's office that you would not before Mami. A lot of films have benefited like that.
Hi, this is Harshita here.
Anurag ji, my question, 1.5 घंटे का चला तो film got started by 8:30 or 9. ऐसा प्रैक्टिस ना हो उसके लिए आपने क्या सोचा लोगों का टाइम ना खराब हो फिल्म आप ही का सेशन था वो
नहीं मुझे नहीं मालूम
Personal apologies, sir, that you had to wait.
Last year ये कौन सा सिनेमा था लास्ट ईयर तो मैं जूरी में था मैं तो
you know, unfortunately चीजें कभी-कभी होती हैं, as you know.
हो सकता है.
But I don't. I mean, we don't recall this particular incident.
I'm a very punctual person, so it has to be some other reason.
Hi, I got a question, Harshita here. Could you just tell us something about the international arena, like who all celebrities are participating or what all films are coming in?
You know, we can have the jury slide right now.
Oh yes, folks, we forgot. We have to introduce the jury, international jury, to you. Without further ado. So John Madden will be the head of jury, and the rest of the jury are the cinematographer Alexis Zabe, the actress Selina Jade, the actress and director Konkana Sen Sharma, and the director Santiago and writer Santiago Mitre. Actor, I should say, but whatever.
What all films been part of this festival, the international film?
Sorry?
The prominent international or the world cinema for this Mami?
So we will have announcements coming at different stages. So please keep your eyes out. This is as much as we are announcing today, actually.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Kiran ma'am.
Yes,
Kiran, ma'am?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ma'am, I want to know whether the short movies will also be screened. And other question is, what is the role of the Tata Sky?
Why does it, I mean, okay, I'll take it. Short films, actually, we have a separate vertical, as Anu mentioned, called the Royal Stag Short Film Contest, which happens separately and not during the festival. It's a separate vertical that Mami actually helps to curate the films for, and Royal Stag gives a prize for.
And I also want to ask Kaushik Roy to speak here because we've launched mentorship and short filmmaking vertical, a studio.
Yeah, since the question is about short films, I'm happy to mention this as a sponsor, which is Jio. We don't really believe in signing a check, so we have been, I think they'll agree that we've actually gone ahead and done a lot of things. For instance, there was no Jio when we started this sponsorship. It was very crazy that people asked us, what is Jio? So it's only 1 year that we have been in business as Jio, but We've been sponsors for 2 years. This is the third year, and we are happy to continue. So in this, one of the commitments that we'd made was we would look at short films and in digital kind of format. We have achieved something which I can quickly share, which is pretty unique in the sense that we had a contest in which we got 900 entries by way of synopsis and a kind of a treatment note, from which we narrowed it down to 25 top who we invited to Mumbai for a residential masterclass. We also had an online masterclass which was open to every entrant. The good thing is that we've managed to get people who have barely made any kind of films, and we've got 10 films, and these are 10 short films. Yes, it is a separate vertical, but we are proud to say that it's going to be part of the festival. It will be a jury which is going to be appointed by Mami, who will see this, and we will have the screening for these 10 films, under 10-minute short films, which are going to be, in a way, an experiment where we've gone about picking a kind of entry which is just a synopsis to mentoring them and financing them to have these 10 films.
I'll just quickly answer your Tata Sky question. So Tata Sky came forward themselves and said that they wanted to showcase films that Mami had curated for the festival. And we were delighted because, as you know, there's no better audience than the big television audience. There's no better way to reach the audience than television. So they did this last year, and this year again they are partnering with us to have what is called the Mami Specials. And I think there's around 15 to 20, there's 30 films this time that will be showcased, and we'll be announcing that as well shortly. I just also would like for Sid, Kaustubh and Rohan to just share with us their, feelings about this year, anything that they want to talk about now that we are launching we're in our third year, and all of them have been partners with us now for 3 years.
Thanks, Kiran. No, it's just wonderful to see it keep growing. I was telling Kiran, I was here when my father was part of the board for the first one, where Amir was preparing the speech to give Dev Saab at YB Chawan Center when we started off. So it's wonderful to see that it's still moving and growing all the time. Particularly lovely these initiatives of, as a filmmaker, to see word to screen market, things like that take off, because to answer the question about for Bollywood or other filmmakers, that becomes a very useful place. You meet 30 publishers, maybe there are 100, 200 books written by Indian authors that you can look at. So I think all these things, as they keep growing, it becomes a bigger and broader festival. And yeah, just happy to be part of this, and yeah, privileged to be part of this team, and looking forward to what comes next this year and beyond.
Government of Maharashtra has been associated with the Mami Festival. This is the third year now. I remember
owning the fact that a city like Mumbai didn't have a film festival that it really did deserve. I mean, the fact that this is the birthplace of Indian cinema and we didn't have a world-class film festival was obviously a matter of grave concern to many of us, but none of us really did anything about it. So I just want to say that in 2014, when really Kiran and Anu got involved with the festival and virtually resurrected it from the state that it was in, the sort of strides that it's made in the last 3 years are, it's really quite incredible. There's been just a 180-degree shift from where we were to where we are today. And of course, there's lots more to do, but since I am the last speaker, I just wanted to take this opportunity, since all of us have been thanked, but really to thank Kiran and Anu for the incredible work that they've done in being able to make this festival what it is. Smriti, absolutely. I'm just saying because you thanked her already, so. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, no. So just one last word from the woman of the moment who's running the show, who's going to tell you how she feels before the curtains go up.
Guys, register for the festival. Don't ask for free passes. Please invest. We have no money. Just come for the festival. We've got a really nice movie feast for you. And thank you so much for supporting us. It means a hell of a lot. We have no money to buy media. So we are really, really asking you to go out there, write about us, spread the word, be the warriors of movies with us and do this. Thank you.